I'm really like remembering everything. So anyway, one of the other things that when her husband was still alive, he used to beg us to come and visit. He was like getting too sick to travel, and he was afraid being alone with her. And he said, whatever you do, don't wear the color red or say the word red, and do not say the word horse or wear anything that like might have like a picture of a horse or whatever on it. And he said that she was triggered by the color red and about horse. And he even played an audio of her having one of her psychotic rants where she was screaming, "I'm not your workhorse," which I thought was almost like a joke, but not in a funny way, because she was very lazy and never did anything. He was the workhorse. And so I think that's part of schizophrenia, that certain things like visually trigger them. And another thing was, so when they downsized, they actually downsized into a really high-end but smaller house adjacent to the large upscale house that they sold. And that had been their house previously. And so the new people were really nice. We had met them, and they even showed us the inside of the house and how they remodeled and everything, even though everything was like gorgeous when they bought it. So they had a dog. They had no children, but they had a dog. They were sort of a youngish couple in their probably mid to late 30s, and they had a dog, and there was a lot of property. Well, crazy Kathy, after everything she put her poor, sick, dying husband through, she wanted him to build like a huge fence like Fort Knox, because she said that the dog was spying on her. The dog was barking and trying to tell her stuff and talking to her and sending her messages. And it was just like most people listening probably have heard about the Son of Sam and the dog barking in Yonkers in the apartment complex, where schizophrenic David Berkowitz said the dog was talking to him and sending him messages. She was doing the same thing, and she was like driving. I don't know. They should have just locked her up. That man was so sick. He was so sick, and she was abusing him, and she was screaming about the dog, and the dog wasn't doing. We met the dog several times, and then at that point, they moved to the parents' house, but the husband kept, quote unquote, going back to check on the property, and I think it was just to get away from her crazy butt. But she was exhibiting characteristics and behavior that have been documented in other known schizophrenics. And the thing is, like I said, I feel sorry for mental illness, but nobody, and I mean nobody, should be allowed to be abusing people around them that way. And if they do, I really think they should just be locked up. I think that there's just no hope. I mean, what I saw with this woman, it was tragic. It really was tragic. And wherever she is, if she's not locked up, I feel sorry for anyone that was around her. Oh, and after she moved in with the parents, the father became so ill and stressed out from her bad behavior that he had a heart attack and passed away. And it's like she did away with her father through her bad behavior. She did away with her husband through her bad behavior. And who knows if the mother is still alive. Anyway, everyone, like I said, beware of all the crazy Kathys out there. Bye.